kind of put some energy out there about what it would be like. So I'll start with saying this, that like on Saturday, I was thinking about it all day. Like we're gonna all be together on Saturday, right? Some energy out there. And then Saturday night, what ended up happening, I was like, I left this message and I poured into them like, who do you want to have on your left? Who do you want to have on your right? And you've just walked out of this meeting that you're like, you've now set the ground, for the 2026 to be the best year ever, both personally, both professionally, spiritually, all the things, right? Like, because we know when we're in those meetings, think back to Salt Lake City, think back to leadership, think back to those meetings. So, anyway, that's what I poured into. I left a voice text out to my leaders. And because I had one leader that was on the fence. She's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go to the next meeting. I go, what? What's the next meeting? Where's that going to be? Well, I know they're going to have another meeting. I said, yeah, there's always going to be another meeting. You got to be at this one. You got to be at this meeting. So Adrian was also helping me with that, and there was one person in particular that couldn't make it to Salt Lake due to a funeral, and sadly she lost her mom. And but now the timing was right because she had said I couldn't make it to Salt Lake, and I didn't forget that. And she said you could make it to New Year's kickoff and leadership. And so we poured into her, and I just said like you have to be in that room, and you have to be there. And so as we called her, she had said, I wanted to let you know I booked my ticket.
Oh.
I booked my flight. And it was like us kind of like pouring into her. And she's like, I already did it. Like I heard you, like I heard you. I love the products. My husband loves the products. And she's a gal in Connecticut, and we don't have a lot of people in Connecticut. And like wherever you are living, wherever you are in your town, I say this all the time. You are three in your town. And she is three in Connecticut right now in her town. Why? Because I don't know anyone else in that town that's doing three. And that's like a brand new franchise. That's a brand new start. And so she hasn't forgotten that. And I said to her, I'm so excited that you're coming. I'm so, so honored that you're coming. You know what three's about. You know what we're building. We worked out some of the kinks and we're just getting started and still nobody knows about us. So we still have this grand opportunity with all this success now backing us up. So I think that's a little bit what I said, Adrian. I don't know, back me up if I
Yes. I mean,
said.
I honestly, I think it was so fun. Nicole's like, will you get on the phone and help me call this teammate? I want to make sure they're coming because she doesn't give up on people. Do you know what I mean? So it's like she's like, if they don't get a personal invite from me, then I didn't do my job. And I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, I'd be happy to, just in case they have, it's been a while since we've talked to her. I'm not sure where her headspace is at. I don't know if she'll want to come or not. Would you do it with me? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So as soon as we jump on, I'm like, hi guys, I facilitate the call, and Nicole takes over. And I was like just sitting there. And no, and I loved it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm learning from Nicole how important it is to have that personal touch, right? I'm learning from Nicole how important it is to ask them to personally come and to be a part of what we're doing. And she's like, you can stay in my room or so and so's room, or we're ready to go. It's that personal touch of getting people in that room. They want to know that they're a part. A lot of times they're in three and they forget that they're a part, an integral part of three, and that it's important for them to be there. So today I wanted Nicole to double down on sharing that, on sharing the importance of not only attending the event, because does anyone know when the next event is? Do you? No, the company hasn't announced it yet, have they? They haven't said when convention's going to be, if convention's going to be, and where is it's going to be, nothing like that. So this is the only event. And what a better way to start off your 2026 year, in style. This year deduces numerically to a one, which is a start over year, which means we start
Mm,
at one, we start over again. And it turns into a really transformative time where every single one of us gets to look within ourselves and say, who do I want to be this year? And that's why this year is so key. And one of the things that Nicole said to this woman on the call is she tied in who she was as a person. So she said, I think that this would not only is it great, it's a great investment for you on a personal development scale, because I know as soon as you sit in that room, it's going to help prepare and get you excited for 2026, not just in three, but in your other businesses, for your family, because you guys, um, our friend, she's had a rough experience too. She had sorry, a mother pass away. Now she's taking care of the father. She has lots of things going on, um, that aren't easy.
Mhm.
So for her to take time and fly in on, Friday or Thursday, stay Friday, Saturday, fly out Sunday. I mean, she literally, it's taking a lot for her to get there. But you guys, she knew that. She, like, as soon as Nicole said this is going to be good for you and more than just for three, she was all about it. She's like, "You're right. I do need to be there. I need a mindset shift. I need a reset." Remember how we always say either you need the meeting or the meeting needs you?
Mhm.
That's exactly what Nicole shared.
Mhm.
So yeah. So Nicole, anything else you want to say on that? I feel like you did touch on like some really good points with her.
Yeah,
Love
I
that.
think what I would say, when we have a meeting like this, like a corporate meeting, I go all out. I go all out to invite until I'll be inviting today. I'll be inviting tomorrow. I'll be looking at my LinkedIn or my Facebook on who I know in Dallas. I have a call today with a girl in Dallas, and Kenyon asked the question, can we invite them to the meeting? Absolutely. We can absolutely invite guests to the meeting, but what I like to do is I want them to have exposure to as much as possible before the meeting. And we're actually having a really fun event on Friday night as a team. And I might even invite them to that part, right? The part where we get together for drinks and dinner, and then we go over and we kind of have some fun time together because I want them to see community more so than ever. I think what I would just add to what Adrian said is we are all entrepreneurs. You're at different time zones, you all plug in, you are all leaders, you're all of a growth mindset, you all want more out of life. And people over these last couple weeks with the holidays, and it was weird how it kind of broke up the 2 weeks. I was anxious for today. I was excited for today because I'm ready to go. But people throughout the holiday, and maybe you've gotten a call, they've lost their job. They don't have they don't have an outlook on what's going on right now. There are people praying for you to call. There are entrepreneurs out there, people of the growth mindset like you that need this. And what I would say is to this girl that I did, she does have a corporate job, but she's also very entrepreneurial. And I said to her, when I think about this, like I love leadership in January. It is that launch that you all need, that we all need, that I all need. I crave it. I had said to Daniel last time when we were together, I said, I would like to have the leadership meeting the second week in January. I was in Las Vegas. I pulled Daniel up and I go, I'm available the second week in January. Why not the first week? Because we're all figuring out life, right? We're all like going back and forth and holidays and all that. And I go, we need the leadership meeting the second week in January and I'm available. And Daniel looked at me and he goes, Nicole's available and her team are available for the second week in January because I need this. I need this for every aspect of my life. And why do we tune in every morning? We tune in every morning, whether you listen to the recording or not, is because I have to reset my mind every day. Because every day things happen, right? My dryer's broken. I got two boys in a house with a dryer broken, right? It's like the dishwasher broke, like, right? It's chaos, right? There's always chaos. There's always things coming at us. But I reset my mind every day, right? And that's what these calls are about. So I need that to be in person, to hug you, to high five you, to tell you that we're going to do this. And so, I don't know. I'm super excited about this weekend. I don't know about you, but it's like when you're going away and you're traveling. I see Carolyn shaking her head. You're like going away. Like I can't wait. We're gonna all be together. It's just a few more nights. It's 4 more sleeps.
It is only four more sleeps till we get to hug everybody. I love it. And yeah, it is true. I'm really looking forward to this event too, Nicole. And it is so funny. Like, I was standing right next to you when you said that to Daniel Piku. Everybody, we're having an event for Nicole and her team in January. If you'd like to come, he was totally teasing us. But
Yes.
I mean, it was true. We were like, we need the January event. It's so important. Yeah, very, very important that we kick off appropriately together, and that we move forward together, right? Because we are three. All of us are three. Um, yeah, so I'm excited. I can't wait. So I also wanted to talk because we did Saturday onboarding, and on Saturday I recognized that there were some questions about a very, very important piece of our enrollment process, which is getting brand ambassadors and customers on Smartship. And so I wanted to bring Nicole in because she has a huge team that are all on Smartship. It's non-negotiable enrollment in Smartship because she knows that A, it's a requirement to save additional income.
Mhm.
B, it's the building block that it's what holds her business together, her residual income together. If Nicole wants to make a big paycheck, the more people she has on Smartship, the bigger her paycheck is, the more she cycles, the sooner she can rake advance. And that's for every single one of you. And the reason that this sparked is because I was like, oh my gosh, we're not training enough on Smartship because and the importance of Smartship. And you guys, there's a whole report in your back office
Mhm.
just for Smartship because you'll see why you're either not earning the income that you could be or why you are earning the income that you are based on the amount of Smartships you have set up on that report. And so right now, going into the new year, not only are we headed into leadership event and how important that is, but it's important to assess that Smartship, to pull that Smartship report today and see who you need to call to explain the importance of being on Smartship and what that does for them. And so, Nicole, I wanted you to share a little bit about Smartship if you could too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, I think what I would try to say is what I really like to do with a new brand ambassador and bringing someone on new and they're excited. They want to put the products in their body. They want to feel good. They've learned some great information and they want to share with others. Like Adrian said, it is the glue, but I like to forward think and forward speak into them what the expectation would look like. So rather than kind of shy away from it, rather than be timid about it, I want you to think about being a little bit more direct and clear with people as to the outcome that they want to get, right? If someone's coming on because they want to have, glowing skin and they want to use the Revive and they want to do all that, we don't want them to use it for 1 month, right? We want them to have an experience for 3, 4 to 6 months. That's how they're going to know. I have an awesome esthetician, and she's like, you need collagen for 3 months. And that's it. Like you have to use it for 3 months, and then I want to hear your outcome. The reason why I do that is because I'm setting them up for the Smartship aspect of when we get to that and letting them know. So I don't sign someone up to get an order, although that's sometimes exciting and sometimes we have specials and that gets people over the edge. But I set the expectation that they're going to be getting it every month until and say, your body needs to regenerate. You're regenerating your cells. You're going to want this in your body, not just 1 month, but we're going to have it keep coming. And guess what? I'm going to check in with you. I say, I know it's going to work for you. I know you're going to feel great. I have helped hundreds, if not thousands of people now have feel great. I know you're going to feel great. So what I want you to think about is we're going to use this for the next 3 to 4 months, but I'm going to check in with you because you may want to add to it. I often have people add to all of the other products that you're not trying right now or whatever they're doing. So I said, we're going to check in on that. So I'm going to put something in your cart and I'm going to put in the Eternal because that's going to go ahead and keep your business active. For sure, for sure. If they're a BA or they're thinking that way, they have to have Eternal in their Smartship. There's no questions. If they didn't do Eternal and they wanted the Vitalite to start, and like I'm saying, if they're not getting a package to start, then I would do the power couple, like the Vitalite and the Kinetic, and that'll keep them active. But that's what I do. It's the expectation that's already happening. The conversation's already happening. And they said, well, whoa, 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 I don't know if I want the next month. Oh, no worries. We're going to check in with you. We can always make those changes. Now, I have an app for that. You have a back office with that tool, like Adrian just said, the Smartship. So I can stay on top of them because also I need to support them in the beginning. I want to check in on 5 days. I want to check in on 10 days, right? And I want to keep checking in. I want to keep adding to that. Well, who do you know? Right? Who do you know that would want to feel great? I'm so glad. In 5 days, if they feel it, and often they do, and then I want them to give me some names and referrals, like, oh my gosh, who else do you know that could feel like that? And I use their words. So that's really what you want to do is set the expectation. Does everyone on my team do it? No, I need to still coach my team as well too. And I do coach them to remind them. But the Smartship is the glue. And when we're together in large meetings and things like that, for those that have been around for a little bit, when Kim Wee talks about it, right? And that's how you get that residual income with actually every single every single membership, every single franchise having Eternal every single month. That's how we get to it. And so if you're feeling like your checks kind of sometimes get jolted and you're not getting the cycles that you want, look back at what you've done already. Get those people reignited. It's such a good time of year to ignite everyone and say, look, I don't want you just feeling good for 1 month. Let's get you on this account. The company gives you back some great incentives. Every 6 months they give you a $100 coupon. It's a reward certificate. You can buy extra product with that. You can buy some of the skincare, whatever you'd like. Let's get you going. So I really set that up in that. So a little bit of share there.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I don't even need to say anymore. That was perfect. That was everything I wanted you to share. Because in reality, this is like, you know how we say when a brand new person comes on board, we say, get your two and get your glue. Well,
Mhm.
getting your glue is going out and recruiting a team of people. It's becoming 3-star, right? It's going 3-star and developing 3-star leadership. Now, imagine if you didn't know what Smartship was and you went out and recruited two, you got commissionable, active, qualified, commissionable, and you went out and you put in 6 people with pro collection packs. Well, they would have
But
built-in
anyway,
Smartship, but if they
yeah,
don't
it was
come
really
in
good.
with built-in Smartship, right? They come in with an intro pack or one or two products, or they come in with, a business builder or a pro. They don't have that built-in Smartship in there. And you go out and you duplicate 2 people forward that do the same thing, and all of a sudden you're like, why am I not making very much money? Why residually am I not getting paid as much as I'd like every single week?
Mhm.
Where's the money? Show me the money, right? It's because those people are not on Smartship the following month. So you go in, and we're in a 26-day challenge right now, a 26-day run, and you go in and you build out leaders back by leaders back by leaders, and none of them are on Smartship. You might as well you're spinning your wheels, right?
Mhm.
So, Smartship truly is the glue that holds your business together. It holds your income together. And so that's why when I go in, and this is something I was just sharing the other day on Shannon's call, and it kind of blew Kathy's mind. She said, I need a report that tells me when people are dropping off. I said, we don't have that. Well, what do we have? We have a report about Smartship, whether they're on or off, right? How important is it to pull that report and be aware of the people in your organization who are or are not on Smartship? So when you go in, what happens is you pull this report, Smartship report, it's this 4-week projected Smartship report, and you pull it and you can see which people in your organization, what days their Smartships are going out or not going out. So when you pull that, and I know this is work, this is where you become an employee of your own business because you're the boss of your own business. You
Mhm.
pull that report and you can pull your PGV report and you can see who in your team and who, where, on what leg. Oh, I need more volume on my left leg or my right leg. Oh, I need to rank advance to my next rank. What week do I have the most Smartships going out? Now, this is elevated. If this doesn't make sense to you right now, you need to do a one-on-one. Okay. But if you
Mhm.
if you have a team of people in your organization, you're wondering why you're not earning as much as you could be, okay? You pull those reports and you'll come to me or somebody or your team leader and they know how to read that report. Okay? So what they'll do is they'll look into that and they'll say, "Well, so and so, you have 5 people whose Smartships are going out next week. You have 10 people whose Smartships are going out the following week. You have next week only 1. Next week you have 10 more." So all of a sudden, you're identifying which weeks are the highest paying weeks for you in 3. Because we get paid what? We get paid weekly.
Mhm.
Okay. So when Nicole went to run for Elite, we pulled these reports as well. I mean, of course, it was all out massive action. It was total chaos in the best way possible. All right. Because she really rallied. But when you pull those reports, I'm like, Nicole, if you push on the weeks that you have more Smartships going out, if you recruit more on in that week, what happens? Cycles double. Cycles increase faster on the weeks that have bigger Smartship orders going out.
Mhm.
Now hear me on this. This is next level. Not for everybody. Not everyone's situation is prepared for this yet because you need a team of people. Okay? But this is how you strategize
Mhm.
Smartship. This is how you strategize rank advancement. This is how you strategize. I want to earn more income in three.
Mhm.
So it's just one way. It's just one way. Okay. But you go in and you can pull those reports and you start putting the business back in your business, the business back in your network marketing business, and you can see which leaks you need to build greater on. So you might come into this 26-day challenge, pull those reports like I'm going to build 5 3 stars in my team. I've identified 5. Freida's identified 8. Okay, 5 people on her team, 8 people on her team that want to go 3 star. Now, people are going to do what they're going to do, right? They're going to, like, when you start working with them, so and so didn't call back yet. Oh, they pushed out that follow up, or we've got to, now we're on for next week instead of today, and like it just happens, right? Because you guys are filling your pipeline with activity and work in presenting and closing, right? Presenting, closing. So what will happen is you'll go in, but you'll be like, oh, maybe Freda says we have the most Smartship, Gary, on week 2 of every single month.
Mhm.
Well, that's coming up. How many people can we recruit or have our people recruit on that week? Because that's going to push our cycles so that we can rank advance faster. So raise your hand real quick if I'm kind of making sense to you. Thank you. Okay, good. I'm sure I am. For some of you guys, you're like, I already know this. Okay. But for some of you guys, it's going to be new. You're going to be like, what does that mean? I don't compute. And that's okay. Don't feel like you're left out. I just want you to know I'm giving some strategy, and you're always welcome to book a one-on-one strategy session. Okay. But that's strategy. That's the strategy that we use a lot of times to rank advance, and how to keep your organization moving fluidly in a forward moving progress, and being able to earn more money residually. That's the residual income. That's the sit back money. That's the money that if you have a strong enough team and organization with enough Smartships going out on a monthly basis, that you can go to the beach for a week,
Mhm.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You can buy a second home. Okay. Because it's the beach money. Smartship is beach money. Remember that. Smartship is where the person who has the most Smartships going out on their team on a consistent basis, that's where cycles come in. That's how you know you can retire sooner. Got it? Okay. So like this is deep next level training on Smartship, because I think it's important that we go through this next 26 days of challenge with
Mhm.
clarity on the importance of why Smartship. Now, next level. Nicole, what do you say to get somebody on Smartship? Do you even give them do you talk about it, or do you mostly talk about it at their onboarding?
I do when we're enrolling them. So, like, I guess it's like a non-negotiable when they're enrolling that they need to have the glue to the business. I mean, for sure, the BAs, right? So I'm looking for builders. So I'm having conversation with builders and say, in order to keep the business active and the lights on, I use those words, and the lights on in your business, you need to have the smart ship set up. And so I'm going to go ahead and put an Eternel in this order, a basket that'll keep it going. Or if I know they're getting 2 or 3 things, I had a gal that she wanted Vitalité, Eternel, and collagen, and we just put that all on the smart chip as her reoccurring, and she goes, absolutely. So she just like got it. Sometimes I break it back down and I let them know, if they, if you will, that they, um, if they're just like a kind of a customer, if that's the case, I still let them know I want them to be on Smartship because I want them to have an experience for 3 or 4 months. But mostly I'm recruiting for BAs and business people. So I would say I would focus on that. And it's a conversation that happens up front. It's being directed because I'm the leader. I'm directing them what to do and how to do it, right? It's the same thing if someone were to go shopping or once a week, you have to go to the food store or however that is. Like you need this every month. So it's not that you wouldn't be doing. So I'm directing them there. I want to just add a little bit to what Adrienne said because she did offer high level strategy as it relates to what we want to do. And if you're confused about, the cycling report and all that, we definitely want to have a strategy session with you. So reach out to your upline. But I would take it a step back and the call that Frida did on Friday, which was so fantastic, talking about, this next run that we have, the next 27-day run. What I want to break it down to is like, I want everyone to remember to get to 3 star again, right? You have a rank of 3 star. but to get to 3 star again. And what that means is in order to increase your cycles, you have brought on some people that are awesome, and they might be more in the customer realm. They might just be ordering monthly. They might be ordering every other month. They're ordering inactively. So that's why we're not there yet. That's why you might be like, Adrienne is talking and I don't understand what she's talking about. I want to break it down to that for my newbies to say, you need one on your left, one on your right, one on your left, one on your right, one on your left, one on your right. And all of a sudden, one on your right goes, yeah, Nicole, I want to come to Dallas with you. I want to do this. Then you're ready, right? So you need a couple of runners or joggers, if you will, to take you to that next level up there too. And we all have committed this new year that we are going to go back to 3 star again, including myself. So I'm recruiting with that mindset to get to 3 star again. And that's going to help me to do that. So I just want to break that down because some of you have been here a little bit longer. Some of you might not understand exactly all the nuances, but Adrian's giving you gold nuggets, gold in that how you really set that foundation and doing it forward. So we want to make sure that you get that. But again, it's a new year. I personally, I personally would reach out to every single person that I have on the team, and I'm planning to do that for a chunk of time today to verbalize and communicate and call them. Happy New Year. How are you? What's going on? Oh, I'm doing great. I'm so excited. I'm going to Dallas on Friday. I'm so excited to be part of the team. I'm so excited for what's three's going on. How was your holidays? How are you? I would personally want you to call every single person, not leave a text, not voice text, personally call. They need to hear you. They need to hear your heart, your soul, your passion. And that's what I would say that I would do for this year to not only follow up to get them on Smartship and get their business and get their order in again, right? Because maybe they've been inactive. Maybe they haven't done that, but I would want to follow up with everyone today to personally know what's going on because you don't know if they lost their job. You don't know if their jobs changed. You don't know if they're moving, what's happening in their world, and you want to get to speak to them. Plus, they loved you enough, they signed on. If they loved you enough, then they signed on and they said yes to three, they said yes to you. Maybe they know some other great people. It's not the people that I brought on, it's my people's people. Who do they know? Who else do they know? That's how I want to go deep, deep, deep. So just a couple thoughts there I had, Adrian.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted you to share. I mean, it's for me, again, it's not a conversation that I really have with them when I'm recruiting, because again, I'm recruiting business-minded individuals. So I know very clearly the difference between me recruiting a customer on Smartship that might have some explaining. And honestly, it's easy for me now at this point, but when I first started in this industry, it was hard for me to have a conversation about Smartship because I was like, well, they don't even know if they like it yet.
Hmm.
So I had this hang up in my head, like they're not going to want to be on Smartship because they've never even tried these products before. So why would they want a reorder the following month? Anyone with me on that?
Hmm.
Okay. So let me help you address that real quickly. Okay. So how I got over that is when I would sit down with them, I would simply give them the benefits. I would say to them, if I'm looking for business builders, my business builders, it's non-negotiable. They're always on Smartship because it's how we earn commissions monthly. So I always want to make sure that I'm doing what's right for you. So what's right for you is to come on board with either a Pro Collection or any of our other packs on what we call Smartship. Now, here's my talking points. Smartship is the glue that holds your business together. Smartship is like Amazon Subscribe and Save,
Hmm.
and it's customizable. So it can be turned on, moved out, and can be edited at any point, at any time. I believe that in your control, to your discretion. But the reason I want you on our subscribe and save program,
Hmm.
it's really it's really not that. What it is, it's a customer loyalty program. So the longer you have a box of Eternal come into your house or one or two products come into your house, the more money you save, and the company is going to send you back incentives like $100 for every 6 months for future free products for you to be able to use and reward certificates. So if I have to do some explaining, that's how I'm explaining it.
Hmm.
So nobody's coming back to me and saying, ooh, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that right now. It very rarely happens because it's only happening for a customer. Somebody who tells me that absolutely not going to build the business. But you know what they will do? They'll want to save money.
Hmm.
You know what they will do? They'll want to know that that's customizable, that can be edited, that it's in their control. They can change it at any time. You know what they will do? They will get excited about free products in the future.
Hmm.
So that's how I'm explaining Smartship, and that's how I'm getting over that mental whatever game you might be playing in your head still with them. Because if it's in your head, it will be in theirs.
Exactly.
Do you want to explain a little bit, Nicole? You're so good with like
Yeah. So,
that part. Yeah.
yeah, I would definitely love to. Okay. So we're starting a new year. It's super exciting. Whatever thoughts you have in your head, it comes out energetically to what's going on. If you have a problem with Smartship, I want you to contact your leader today and say, I need more clarity on this. I need to get past this. Your block is causing blocks from your people.
Yeah.
What hang up that you have. And so it's really important that we go ahead and address that, right? And that's why we show up to these Monday calls and, or I'm sorry, morning calls. And so I think that's really important. So energetically, if you have a block on anything, some objections, we have a lot of tools out there and how your posturing is. That's why we want you to really do work closely with your leader so that we can address those with you as well too. We don't expect you to have all the answers. We just expect to partner with you to bounce those ideas off. Oh, someone just said this. How do I handle that? That's how you're going to learn how to do that. But the more you do it, like a muscle, then it becomes second nature. So, like when I speak about Smartship, it's like, wow, of course you got to do that. Like that's just the business, the glue. Like it's not even up for discussion. So you can see my posturing's completely different. You're like, well, I don't know. Are they gonna like it? Da, 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 da. They're spending money already. They're going to be spending money already. We have the best product. We have the best solutions. And not only if they're going to be a happy customer or a BA, they're going to get incentives on the back end, like Adrian said. So I love that. People like something free. So I think that's really important as well too. But
That's
just remember,
perfect.
whatever you're blocked at, we got to address it. Bring it to your leader because that's what's going to hold you back. Or come see me in Dallas and say,
Yeah.
I'm blocked with this. What would you do? What would you do? Message me. What would you do, Nicole, with this? I may have the answer, I might not, but I want to talk to you about it. I want to get to it.
Yeah, it's important to address it. I mean, I did. I had hangups around Smartship. I had hangups around talking about the business when I first started. I mean, it was just natural. It's just normal because you don't have the verbiage or the your words yet. And oftentimes it just comes down to the activity that you're putting in your business. You haven't come up against enough conversations introducing three to people to have the more activity needs to happen so that you get better and better and better and better every single time. And so there's room for improvement for all of us all the time. So yeah, now I can see here, Shannon, do you have something you want to share around Smartship or something
I
you'd like
did
to
just
share?
have a question for Nicole because her words are so amazing.
Yeah.
Um, when we're going back to our people now, Nicole, like let's say I've got a list of 20 people not on Smartship and it's the new year.
Mhm.
What would you be saying to them to kind of get that laid out and get it set up with them?
Absolutely. I would just follow up with them, and check in, obviously, and do that. And I'd say, listen, I realize that you're not set up for success. We got to launch 2026 right. In order for me to do that and to serve you the best way possible, what I've done with my customers is I've helped them to order monthly and get an order in. And on the back end, the company is going to incentivize you with free product. Would it be okay if I go ahead and help you do that and facilitate that for you today? I want you feeling good. I want you doing good. And everything's going to be better in your life. So I want to help and do that for you. And they'll be like, sure, Shannon, go ahead, set me up. Set me up for success. I want to set you up for success in 2026. Let's go, baby.
Great. Thank you so much.
I
Exactly.
also love that you didn't leave it up to them, that you said, I can do this for you. Yeah. Uh-huh. So if you have their if you know how to log in as them, and this is when I enroll somebody too, I know their username and password. And it's not to be controlling, it's just that I also know that when people first get started, they don't know what they know yet, and I want to help have access to their account in case there's something they don't understand how to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like Smartship. I've had people even call me and be like, I accidentally turned off my Smartship and I don't know how to get it back
Yeah.
because very few people are as plugged in as you are. right? So the more plugged in you are, the more you plug them in, the smoother everything is. But yeah, Smartship is that glue that holds everything together. All right, we're almost done at the top of the hour here. Any other questions? Oh, George, go ahead. You want to share something? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's something very simple. When the person that was my sponsor in the company before, he has earned over $100 million, and he says something that could be controversial for some people. The smart ship is more important than the way that the person come in the business,
Yes.
because that's the long-term investment, the long-term that is going to give you the residual.
Mhm.
And he was saying if somebody cannot come with a big package, still I make sure that the person is in the smart ship, auto ship, we call it there. The second part is the smart ship, probably because we have been doing it for so long, it comes automatic. I really rarely have a objection, because usually the objection that we have doesn't matter if it's the price is high or there is a pyramid or something like that. It's because we had the same objection in our mindset. Is when we go over that hurdle, is a smart ship is going to happen. But the other thing that's very important is when we are talking to somebody, for example, about the product, and I say, do you trust me about the product? Well, the best results you're going to have it the longer you use the product. You don't want to forget. Let's
Mhm.
put you in the ownership. The cool thing is that you can cancel this anytime. On the business side, you said you want to be successful, make sure you are, because you don't want to one day not to place an order and you lose your volume.
Mhm.
Let's do it this way. This is the right way. Later, you don't have to be obligated forever. If you want to change the pay, this auto ship or the smart ship, or you want to cancel, you can cancel. But it really, you want to make sure that you don't, one of them, you don't lose volume, or the second one, you have to have the best results, and you're using that product for more than 30 days. And that's why those are two ways to get the smart chip. And on top of that, you have the benefits that Nicole and Adrian were talking about. That's the cool thing. It's not only that you are doing it for you, but you are doing it also for the benefit that you're going to receive you can get more products in the future. That's so cool.
Yeah, so true. It is. This is like the secret sauce. This is what leaders, backed by leaders, teach, train, and know. Because they know that it's the long-term investment, like George said.
Mhm.
It's the long game, right? How many people on a weekly basis are on Smartship and those Smartships are going out? That's how I know how much money I'm earning. Who is gonna, somebody else just shared? Who was
Jessica
that?
Yeah.
wanted to add in.
Good
Mhm.
morning,
Oh, go ahead.
everyone. Super excited for the event. I just wanted to say Raquel had a post about the event and traveling, and she made a post about it. I just copied the verbiage and made a post with some pictures from previous events or just previous,
Mhm.
pictures. And I already had someone reach out to me from Austin that wants to go. So definitely it's not too late to make a
Wow.
post. It's not too late to call someone in Texas or
Mhm.
wherever you are. It's not too late, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jessica, are you able to share that in the chat? The post that you did, what it looks like?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
Let
that'd
me.
be awesome. Thank you. Just so you guys have an idea of how she shared about the event. Yeah, Glennis is asking as well. Now everyone's asking. We want to see what you posted. And you guys can take that, take a picture, snapshot, Shift Command 4. All right, if you have a Mac, Shift Command 4, take a picture. And then you guys can do a similar post in your own verbiage. Yes. Okay. All right, you guys, this has been awesome. Thank you guys so much. Oh, here we go.
I just
You
want to do
want to
one
share
thing.
live, Jess?
I just want to do make sure before we end that we have a call to action today. And the call to action today is to take a look at the people that already believed in you and said yes, and reach out to them, wish them a happy new
I
year,
don't want to hear it.
Oh,
and get them and go ahead and get them on Smartship. Okay, that's all. Sorry, but go
yeah.
ahead, Jessica.
Yeah. Pull your Smartship report, pull
Mhm.
your PGV report, find out who in your team still needs to be on Smartship or updated on Smartship. I would task yourself with that today, because all of a sudden, you guys, honestly, you go when you put, two, three, four, five more people on Smartship, guess who gets paid more?
Mhm.
The boss does, right? So, and you're the boss. So you guys make sure you guys go get that put in place, and that it's a forward moving conversation that is never left out. It's
Mhm.
not left out of any conversation, okay, when it comes to the importance of Smartship with a new BA, with somebody you're onboarding into the organization and the team. They must know the importance of Smartship, and why they need it, why it's a requirement, okay? Because for me, it's a requirement, okay? Like I wouldn't work with somebody who wasn't on Smartship. Just, I know that's But think about it. Like at that time, you're sort of spinning your wheels. Do you know what I'm saying? So until they're like set up on Smartship, have their first two people. Okay, now we're cooking with fire, right? Now we're ready. Now we've gone from customer mode to business builder mode. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that person to make that commitment to you and to three into themselves. All right. So excited that we were able to have this conversation today. A little bit of housekeeping. First of all, Jessica did put the verbiage in there. You guys are welcome to copy and paste it. I'll take this, Jess, if you're okay with it, and I'll put it in the Legacy Makers Facebook group. You guys can also copy and paste it there for whatever reason. Some of you guys I can see can't copy within the chat. The other thing I wanted to make you aware of, and I'll post this on the Legacy Makers Facebook group as well, is that Raquel is amazing and created it. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Raquel. What I was going to say is we have a new Legacy Makers WhatsApp chat. Guys, I was really hesitant to do this because I know you guys have 1,000,001 WhatsApp chats. It's the reason I never pushed it before, but I kept getting questions about it. How come Legacy Makers doesn't have a chat? Well, we had Shout, and I think we're getting rid of Shout now. And then we had the Facebook group, and now Facebook's getting rid of chats. So we are going to go back to a WhatsApp chat for those that want to participate. Again, team communication is optional. You don't have to plug in if you don't want to. I've always made it optional. And so it's important that you either say yes to being a part of it or no and stay in your own team. Certainly, we're all getting tons of information from three passed down. It is up to you, but I will be utilizing that from now on, moving forward, until we can get team communications back on track with text messages, because I know a lot of you guys prefer that morning text about the morning huddles and the calls because it has the live links. I'm going to be putting that in the WhatsApp chat from now on until I need to work some things out administratively. Okay. And then we'll get that back going for everybody who wants it. Okay. If you don't want to, again, optional, it's up to you. I don't want you to feel pressured into another chat, but I will be putting things in there and updates for the team as we go through this weekend for the leadership event. And all team comms moving forward will also funnel through there until I can get text messages and emailing back up. Okay, you guys, we love you. We adore you. If nobody said that to you today, we cannot wait. Three more sleeps, 3 to 4 more sleeps, depending on what day you're coming in. We get to hug each other. Tomorrow is going to be another amazing call with Nilbert and his team. Thank you guys for all your participation. So grateful for everybody. Tonight we have Spark Monday Global. That's a blitz. If you are moving your team today, which I assume you are, you're going to be inviting people onto that blitz call tonight for Spark Global tonight. It's going to be an awesome call with Dr. Darren and LJ, who many of you guys know and adore. So they'll be doing that. And yeah, so that's where we're at. Oh, Nilbert, you have one last question?
Yeah, real quick. Sorry, I'm a little raspy right now, but based on the new calendar that you sent out, I believe my team was moved over to Wednesday.
Oh, that was a mistake. You guys are still
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay,
Shannon's team
okay,
is
good.
taking Wednesday. Yeah, but thank you
Okay,
for saying
okay,
that. I'll go update it. Yeah.
okay. Thank you, thank you.
Sorry, scary. Oh my gosh, scary Adrian. Okay, let me go fix that. I'm not changing your day. You guys stay on Tuesday. Stay. Okay. All right. So we'll get that updated and we'll go from there. But you guys, you have enough tips, tools, and training in the last 45 minutes or so that we've been on this call for today. Go implement one or two things today. Go call your team, invite them to leadership. Go check out your Smartship report. Take the time to do that. And we'll see you guys at leadership and then on the calls. All right. Okay, you guys got this. I believe in you. You believe in you too. All right. Make magic happen today. Magical things are coming. All right, you guys have a beautiful day
Thanks.
and we will see you